Hello, my friends. My name is Amdia, and I am so excited for tonight's video. Something that I haven't talked about on this channel yet is that I am actually a licensed mental health counselor, and one of the reasons that I wanted to start this channel in the first place was so that I could incorporate real, empirically validated therapeutic techniques into my ASMR content. And so we are going to kick that off right here, right now, with a technique that I have had a lot of success with, both with clients and with myself. Before we do that, I do just want to add one quick little note or disclaimer that this video in and of itself is not intended to be therapy. Unfortunately, there is no replacement for individualized treatment between a therapist and a client who are able to have a back and forth conversation about that client's particular struggles. So, with that being said, I certainly hope and believe that this video can help soothe your anxiety. But if you do feel like you are struggling with anxiety or any other kind of mental health concern to the degree that you're wanting to seek out therapy or treatment, I am going to post a link in the description to Psychology Today's Find a Therapist tool. It is a great resource that lets you search for therapists in your area or telehealth providers, and you can use filters to find whatever kind of therapist you're looking for. So you can filter by price, you can filter by what insurances they accept, what specialties they are, the gender of the therapist, anything you want, anything that is important to you. You can find a therapist that matches that description. So definitely check that out. And just to be clear, Psychology Today has not paid me. This is not a sponsored video. I just genuinely believe in that. So go ahead and check that out in the description. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. So if everyone could join me in just taking a nice, deep breath. Okay. So if you are watching this video, I am going to go ahead and assume that you are either feeling anxious right now in the moment and specifically sought this video out, or maybe you have some kind of ongoing issue with anxiety or have struggled with anxiety in the past. Whatever brings you here today, thank you. Okay. So what we're going to need to do to start this exercise is everybody think of a memory that makes you anxious. And when we're picking this memory, this is not supposed to be something that is going to make our anxiety go all the way to a 10, okay? We're not trying to pick some sort of traumatic memory. We're not getting deep into trauma or anything like that today. We want to pick a memory that has our anxiety at maybe like a 5 or a 6. So something for me that always gets my anxiety up is getting stuck in traffic when I'm already late. So that's the kind of level of anxiety we're trying to create right now or embody. So everyone take a moment and find that memory. Okay. Or if you came here because you're already feeling anxious, doesn't have to be a memory. It can be right now. It can be right now. Okay. So once everybody has that memory, we're going to take a minute and we're going to sit with it. So think about that memory, think about that situation, or think about how you're feeling right now. whatever it is that's bringing your anxiety on. Okay? So just sit with it. Try your best not to judge that you feel anxious. Try your best not to judge your body. Anxiety is a natural reaction that our bodies have to keep us safe, to let us know that something is not right and we need to make some kind of adjustment. It's only when our anxiety spirals out of control that it becomes a problem. So everyone take a moment sitting with that uncomfortable friend that is our anxiety. Okay, so now I'd like everyone to do a quick little scan of your body, a little scan of your body, a little scan of your body, a little scan of your body, okay? And I want you to identify what part of your body jumps out when you think about your anxiety, okay? So for a lot of people, their chest feels tight. A lot of people hold on to anxiety in their shoulders or in their jaw. Everybody's different, so go ahead and think about what jumps out to you when I ask, where is your anxiety living in your body right now? And if you're one of those people out there that was thinking of a memory, think of that memory and think about where was my anxiety in my body during that memory. Think about what your body felt like. Okay, so that might give some of us a good idea of what we're working with in terms of our anxiety, but we're going to do a little bit deeper of a body scan right now. We're going to do a little bit deeper. So, still thinking about that memory, that anxious memory, or your anxiety right now. We're going to scan our body. And we're going to start with the tippy top of our scalp. The tippy top of our scalp. Think about, how does my scalp feel right now? Do I have any pain going on in my head? Am I holding tightness? What does it feel like? It might feel like nothing. It might feel good. You might have your head resting on a pillow right now, so your head might be fine. But just notice. Notice how your head feels. And then when you are ready, move down. Move down to your ears, the rest of your face, to your jaw. And just notice what each part of your body is saying. Is the anxiety affecting it? Do your muscles feel tight? Do they feel loose? Just notice. Moving down to our neck, our shoulders, to our chest, to our chest, down to your upper arms, your forearms, and if I am going too fast for you, please feel free to pause this video. Take as much time as you need with this process. If you want to spend 20 minutes, half an hour on every body part, just thinking about how it feels, then please do that. Do whatever your body is telling you is right. Moving on to our hands, our palms, our fingertips, down to our belly, our rib cage, our internal organs, our hips, our thighs, calves, all the way down to our ankles, our feet, and our toes. And I encourage you to notice any part of your body that felt affected by your anxiety. So take this moment right now to pinpoint what part on your body felt most affected by your anxiety. Was it your jaw holding tension? Was it your shoulders, your back, your spine, your head, your heart? For me, I feel it in my belly. I feel almost like an equal but opposite butterfly in my stomach kind of feeling. So take a minute and pinpoint it. Okay. Now, once we all have that point on our body pinpointed, we're going to take a minute and we're going to sit with that feeling. Okay. And try to put words to it. So don't just say, my anxiety is living in my shoulders. Say, the muscles in my shoulders are tight. Maybe it feels like pain. Maybe my temples hurt. They're sore. Put a physical sensation to it. And then sit with that physical sensation. I know it might be uncomfortable. I promise this is the worst part. But it's temporary. It's temporary. It's temporary. Okay. Thank you all for sticking with me and for doing that. I know that part is hard. So now that we have pinpointed where our anxiety is most taking up space in our body and what it is causing our body to do, we are going to do a different kind of body scan. We're going to do a different kind of body scan. We're going to start at the opposite. We're going to start at the soles of our feet this time. And I want us to search our body for places that feel either good or neutral, okay? Good or neutral. Good or neutral. Okay. So when we're caught up in anxiety, like more than the memory that we've picked provokes, if we're caught up in an anxiety attack or a panic attack, we tend to think our whole body is being taken hold by it. But typically, even in our highest anxiety moments, if you really scan your body, you can find at least one place that feels good or neutral. So that is what we are practicing today. Okay? So again, thinking about that memory of anxiety, we're going to start at our feet. We're going to start at the soles of our feet. Notice how they feel. Do they feel affected by anxiety? How does the skin on the bottom of your feet feel? Does it feel soft? Does it feel tense? Does it feel in pain? Notice that. And then slowly work your way up. Work your way up. So moving on to our feet, our ankles, our calves. Have we found anywhere that feels good or neutral yet? And it can be the tiniest little speck. It doesn't have to be the whole body part. It can be your left earlobe. It can be the tip of your pinky finger. Anything that feels good or neutral, that doesn't hurt, that doesn't feel tense. All right, coming back to the body scan. We're up to our thighs now. Up to our hips. Up to our bellies. Our rib cage. Our chest. Our hands. Wrists. Forearms. Arms. To our neck. Our jaw. Our ears. Our cheeks. Our nose. Our forehead. And finally back up to where we started. Our scalp. So I want everybody to take a minute and think about the part of your body or multiple parts that felt good or neutral. And again, it doesn't matter if it's the teeny tiniest little bit on your body. Just somewhere that doesn't hurt. It doesn't feel tense. Somewhere neutral or good. Okay. So now that we have that body part, we're going to do the same thing we did last time. We are going to identify a physiological feeling to it, okay? So for me, like I said, my anxiety tends to settle in my stomach. And the place that I find easiest to find peace or feeling good or neutral is my feet. So right now, my feet feel free. They are hanging beneath my chair. There is no tension. They are loose and floppy. My skin there feels soft. My muscles relaxed. So think about whatever body part it is for you and put a word to it. And it doesn't have to be one of the body parts I named during our body scan. It could be an internal organ, Your kidneys feel good today. Your tongue feels loose in your mouth, whatever it is. Okay, now sit with that. Sit with that. Sit with that feeling. Okay. Great job. Now, for the real exercise, what we're gonna do is we're gonna switch back and forth, back and forth, back and forth between the area of your body that feels most affected by your anxiety and the area of your body that you identified as feeling good or neutral. Okay, and what most people find, it doesn't work for everybody, but what most people find, what I find, what a lot of my clients find, is that when you switch your focus between the two, the calm areas of your body tend to overtake the anxiety. So that's what we're going to practice here today. So we're going to start by focusing all of our attention back on that area of the body that your anxiety is living in. And notice it. Does anything feel different than the first time? Since the start of this video, maybe what you identified was your heart. A lot of people's hearts race when they're feeling anxious. Maybe has your pulse gone down? Does your jaw feel a little bit more relaxed than it did? If not, that's okay. Just sit with it. Just notice. Notice, but don't judge. Try your best not to judge. Your body is doing its best. It really is. So we're all gonna sit with that feeling. We're all gonna sit with that feeling. Okay. Okay, ready, and switch. So now, put all of your focus, all of your mental energy into that area of the body that you identified as feeling good or neutral. All of your focus goes back there. What does this body part feel like? Has anything changed? And again, try not to judge your body. If putting focus on it maybe made it tensen up, that's okay. Just notice what your body is doing. And then sit with that. Okay. And switch. We are back to putting all of our focus into that part of the body that our anxiety is living. So like I said, for me, it's my stomach. It's feeling a little bit less knotted right now. So just notice whatever it is for you. Does that area feel any differently than it did the last time we were focused on it? Has any other part of your body changed? Is it feeling different? Just sit with it. Sit with any residual tension, any pain. Whatever you're feeling. And switch. We are back to that area of the body that is feeling good or neutral. If you have noticed it expand, then I encourage you to adopt whatever new areas it has taken over as being part of this area of good and neutrality. So for me, it tends to work its way from my feet, up my legs, into my thighs, as if it is waves overtaking me and taking just a little bit more area with it each time. Just a little bit more landmass. Okay. And switch. We are back to focusing on that area of the body in which our anxiety is living. How is it feeling? Has it shrunk? Has it abated? Is there any difference at all? And again, if not, that's okay. That's okay. Sit with whatever remains. Okay, and switch. All right, and we are back to that area of the body that feels good or neutral. Good or neutral. Hopefully it has expanded and you are able to claim other body parts in its wake, in its waves. And we are going to end focusing on this calmness, stillness within your body, this good neutrality. Hopefully it has claimed a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. And I would encourage you to continue switching back and forth for as long as it is helpful. If you feel like you need more time, please do. You can pause this video or you can just continue on your own after it is done. This technique is there for you to use at any time. Anytime. I find it so useful. So I'd encourage you to always try and end focusing on the good rather than focusing on the anxiety. So that is where I am going to wrap up this video. But again, I encourage you to do it for as long as you need to and come back to it at any time. I hope this video has been helpful. I can't wait to share more therapeutic techniques with you guys. But for now, I'm going to say good night, my friends.